Welcome back. How y'all doing?
Unfiltered.
With
Mamacita.
and
G.
Making her talk real quick. This go around. Episode 19, and we're about to review a documentary that we just watched over the weekend, and it's kind of scary to think about and to watch. And the documentary that we're talking about is Dancing for the Devil, the 7M Tik Tok Cult. There were primarily two pairs that were involved in this group cult organization when it really first blew up. Miranda and Melanie, the Wilkins sisters, and then you remember the other pair? No. Well, it really highlighted around Melanie and Miranda, and one of the sisters is not there, and one of the sisters is still there. And the documentary had previous members on there, and it had
that were there at the same time as
Melanie and Miranda.
Because Melanie didn't.
She was there for a little bit, whatnot, right? So, go ahead. Sorry.
You basically said it.
No. Yeah, she wasn't there for that long, and she tried to get her sister Miranda out of there, and it's pretty scary. And in my opinion, it kind of, I'll throw my life in there. We were forced to go to church until every Sunday until my soccer games got moved to Sunday, and I was at age, I want to say it was 12. I was still in middle school for sure, so it was year 11 or 12, and I'm not a big believer in the church now. I believe in Jesus Christ and God and the afterlife of heaven and stuff like that. But as far as seeing not just one documentary, but multiple documentaries
regarding churches,
bingo, right? And one of the biggest ones that we watched a few years back was the Scientology one. Again, church, right? Millions of dollars, billions of dollars are going through, right? And I'm just, excuse me, and I'll tie it in a little bit later, I guess, of why I'm not a believer in the church or whatnot, but I am a believer. But there's a lot of manipulative people that try to take access and advantage of vulnerable people, in my opinion. So, you want to start off with a question, or you got anything else to say right now about it? No? I mean, what was your take on it?
I originally thought it was not anything specific like it ended up being. I thought it was just talking about how everybody is on TikTok and just calling it a cult like that.
Like TikTok was the actual cult.
Yeah. Come to find out that wasn't the case. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting.
Well, do you think social media is a cult?
In a way. It has... I feel like it has a hold on people.
Yeah. So it's social media in general. Yeah. But I mean, that could go with
one platform. Just everybody feeling like they have to be on social media.
Yeah.
Checking their notifications constantly. I turned my notifications off on Facebook. Kept my messenger ones on because that's how we communicate over text messaging. So I turned my notifications off on Facebook because every time I'd see a number, I'd be like, oh, and I'd be checking. And I was like, I can't be doing this. This is... I can't be just reliant on that number. Just, ooh, who commented on what?
And I mean, cult is, you know... I can't remember what the definition of cult is, right? But you can Google it. But like you can say churches are cults and stuff like that, right? Organizations, people. I mean, look, political parties. They're saying political parties are now cults, right? Or political symbols.
A system of religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular figure or object.
So it's just, you know. This one in particular, again, to me, right? Another one of the cult was the Texas one back in the 80s with the guy that said he was the new Jesus Christ and God damn, Waco.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, again, history repeats itself. You know, there's always stuff that's going to be bad for you that people take completely out of context and just go crazy with it, right? I mean, the 7M, you know, you try to do anything as far as like look for any of the information on 7M, and like I told you yesterday, their platform on at least IG was one post, and they took everything else down. So it's kind of hard to do any type of...
Did they take it down, or did they ever only have the one post?
I don't know, but I would say no, you know, because even like if you go to Miranda's IG page, she has nothing about 7M on there. And same thing with her husband. But it just...
I haven't done any digging.
I did a little bit, and it just... I mean, let's just go to Miranda and Melanie. Two sisters that literally rose to fame together, right? And one sees something a little crazy, and she's like, yo, explains it to her sister, and she leaves, right? Wanting her sister to come with and stuff, and her sister's like, no, I'm gonna stay, right? But then kick her, right? What did you show me last night? What did you make me watch?
Miranda's statement on
regarding the documentary. And what did it say? Go ahead. Paraphrase, I guess, for the most part.
That she feels threatened by her family for not supporting her choice to walk with God when she basically joined this church. And so she doesn't want to see them, especially now that the documentary is out. She says that she's been seeing them privately, not posting anything on social media, and now that this documentary is out, she's kind of distancing herself, and it's making it hard for her to, I guess, be close with them again.
So you had some questions for me after I read that, but you wanted to wait for the podcast. Because I have some answers, but I don't want to pop off at the mouth with you, and I might potentially answer the questions. I want you to at least ask the questions.
So, first one was, do you think Miranda was brainwashed, or do you think she knows exactly what's going on and just wants to live her life there?
And I think I didn't pop off at the fucking mouth because...
And is actually happy, or do you think
so?
The smiles on
I think
TikToks are fake?
I think there's three things. Either A, she genuinely doesn't know and she's being paid legitimately,
so that she's not
seeing
like the
any
other
of that.
people
Correct.
that left and realized, wow, where's all my money going?
Bingo, right? which is happening, which had happened, and there's interviews on that, right, from former members of 7N saying that, they didn't literally get but 10% of their fucking money. So either A, she's just genuinely doesn't see it and doesn't know. B, she's involved. 3, or Charlie, she's fucking brainwashed.
So if it was B, you think that because she wasn't the first one to join, she came in later.
So exactly, but guess what? Robert Shin, the guy that's in the minister or preacher of this fucking Shekinah fucking church or whatever. Shekinah fucking church. Shekinah fucking bullshit church, right? Or at least he's bullshit. I won't say the church is, in my opinion. Remember that his second in command, his right hand man, dipped. So either
when there was trouble.
So, exactly. So either A, there's always somebody that slides in. Always.
So you think
either A, somebody slide in, meaning her or her husband Derek, because Derek was there first.
Briefly, yeah.
Right?
Before her.
So it's just I don't know. Somebody always wants to be on top or that right hand man. Right? So again, I don't know. I mean, she genuinely looks happy. I watched the video of her statement in regards to the Netflix, and she genuinely looks happy. But at the same time, I mean, look at all this other shit that's out there. I mean, I don't want to get off this documentary, but look at Justin Bieber with P. Diddy and Meek Mill and all of this shit. And now all these people are celebrities and shit. They put on a persona. It's a front and it's a fake. Right? And that's not what this documentary is about. That's what this podcast is about, is real fucking life. Did I get upset at you about some bullshit this morning and slam the fridge and get upset?
Yeah.
Did I get upset about you last night for the same fucking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know why, because I gave him the same answer both times.
Yeah, but she wasn't understanding what I was trying to get at. But then after us finally realizing in shit that she was wrong, she understood.
I wasn't wrong.
She wasn't right. Well, I guess I wasn't either. But that's what I'm saying. You celebrities are fake as fuck. And so I don't know, right?
Well, because nobody posts the hard times and bad stuff on social media. They always post the happy stuff, so all you see are the smiles and
I get it, and that's what we're trying to bring light here is real life, no bullshit. You'll hear our daughter fucking walk in here a minute from the bowling alley from a date with her boyfriend and shit, but that's just us, right? I don't know. I would like to think that she is just genuinely happy with Derek, and they're just rocking out to all these TikToks and making fucking money and enjoying their life in, I think it was LA or wherever the fuck they go. So.
Yeah, around there. So what about her husband? Because he seemed to get along with her parents when they first got together and were seeing each other, and then all of a sudden he spends more time with the church, and then she ends up getting involved, and then all of a sudden they're both against her family.
I mean, we manipulative behavior, right? And then people just fall for it or fall in line with it, right? But again, I don't know, right? Love is love. We don't know what their conversations are like behind closed doors and stuff like that. Us.
Yeah.
We could have a conversation, post it, right? And people still might not fucking believe you, right? But it's just very strange. The second person in charge dips. They stay.
Which is his son.
They stay. They had a relationship with their parents and the sister, and then it kind of just fades and dissolves away, and then they secretly get married. And these two sisters have had these plans for years to be their brides, maid of honors and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know. That's now you're fighting and you're bringing in family, and that's deep. I mean, you understand that. We just went through some shit with it, right? And it stinks, right? It makes you think personally. It makes you think like, are we doing something?
Yeah.
What is it that we did? Well, if we did something, then say something.
Yeah.
Right? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. That's again another point about the fucking podcast. It's an open door to an open discussion, right? Let's be adult and let's have discussions. Like, okay, if you're not liking something, then say something about what it is that you don't like, and then maybe I can give you an answer of to what it is that I like about it, or why it is that I'm doing it. Again, we thought some stuff, right? And we still think stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the night, we lay our heads together. At the beginning of the morning, we raise our heads together. Well, usually me before you. Right. And me coming back in a couple hours later to finally knock you on noggins on your head or maybe your butt, but depending on how you are facing. But if they don't like what we're doing, then let's have a discussion about it. Because obviously what we're doing is making us happy, right? And that, again, back to Miranda. Again, their parents and the sister and family wasn't religious, right? Them church type going people, and maybe they just see the church like that, right? And I don't necessarily see the church as a cult. I personally, my issue with the church is that they get a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
And I think the church should be doing a lot more throughout the U.S. for us as Americans. But, it is what it is.
Well, in Miranda's statement, she was saying how her family's not religious. I don't ever remember that actually being said in the documentary. Like this Melanie and even her parents saying anything about them not being religious. I mean, Melanie went to dinner.
Yeah,
at the church,
but that's what.
And then that's when she was just like.
That's what cut her off of it, pretty much. Yeah.
But not church itself.
No,
it just seems like it was a weird.
Well, it wasn't even the church. Was it at the church, but at their house? It was at the Robert Shinn's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like the guy's a fucking creep. The guy's a fucking creep, right? So.
Yeah. I don't know.
What else? What else you got?
She, in the documentary, obviously we didn't have Miranda's point of view in it because she didn't want to be involved in it. But like her sister was saying that when their grandpa passed, that Miranda was saying, she had COVID and she doesn't feel good, so she wasn't going to be able to make it when they were literally supposed to be getting on the plane.
Yeah.
When in her statement on TikTok, Miranda was saying that she just didn't want to go because she felt threatened by her family.
Right.
Like, why not just
Again, there's two sides of the story.
But
right.
Who knows? Maybe she did say that, and maybe this is Melanie's coming up with a COVID story.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I guess with the documentary, I guess that's a little bit of an issue I have with, I guess, because the documentary is more or less tailored towards Miranda.
Well, that's any documentary where the people that are
she's the primary.
Don't want to.
Yeah. But she's the primary. It feels like she is the primary subject with Robert Shinn in this documentary. And
then again, any documentary, not just this one. It's like when at the end when they're like so and so couldn't be contacted or refused to comment. It's like, why wouldn't you comment so that you can get your side of the story told.
A lot of it has to do with legal action, pending legal action too, so they can't say anything. But
maybe, I don't know.
Well, I mean, we have 2 teenagers. The fuck would you do?
Oh, that was another question I had. Like, if Kaylee was to get involved in some sort of cult group, whatever. I guess cult is a group, but do you think if we tried to talk her out of it because we saw, like, it was kind of sketchy, do you think she'd believe us? Or do you think she'd kind of fight it like Miranda did?
I mean, you never know. You I would hope that our children would know that we have their best interest for it.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of like the conversation that we had with them this morning, or earlier this afternoon, is that I don't think that gets stressed enough in households where I think it's not done like that in a family setting, right? In a family calm setting where it's more forced, right? And that's where, again, kids tend to just step away from the parents, right? And be either, I don't want to say necessarily misguided, but bend the rules, right? I mean, let's be honest. What did you do?
When?
Well, when you wanted to wear something, but you knew your parents wouldn't allow you to, well, let me rephrase that. You knew your father wouldn't allow you to fucking wear that out the house. Well, be honest, you put your change of outfit in your bag or whatever.
I never did that, no.
Oh.
Did you?
No, I didn't, but I snuck out the house and shit like that, and I guess I know other girls that have done that. So, but it's just like, they're going to bend, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to, I hope that our children know that we have their best interest, at least from our point of view, but at the same time, that might not be their best interest from their point of view. But being able to have a discussion about it, right? What is it that makes you feel comfortable, right? And again, well, if I'm seeing these things, right, and people are coming out talking about their finances and shit like that, well, I hope that she or he, right, would be willing to be like, well, look, here's my finances, like, there's my money going in, here's my statement for the last 4 or 5 months, whatever, right, just to show proof. And I don't know, it's just...
That was another thing that got me with this documentary when... I don't remember his name. It was the other couple.
Uh-huh.
When he got out and he was talking to a previous member about his finances and was like... He was just then seeing and, like, realizing how much money he was giving to the church. Like, it didn't add up to you when you were there and he was telling you, okay, you need to give 10% of this and 30% of this and 10% here and 10% there. Like, that's half your money, over half your money already.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know that he's taking advantage of you?
Like, and everything that they at least showed on the documentary, I get it. Everything has 2 sides to the story, right? But everything that they show these previous members, victims in this lawsuit, where their money was just given away, and everything went back to the fucking church.
No, that's where they thought it was going to the church. It was going to Shin.
Through the church, though, so it doesn't get taxed. I'm right. I won't sound the fridge door though, or the freezer door. It was the freezer door. It was about our, what was it, sorbet. So, see, we can laugh about it.
Oh my goodness.
But it's grimy. It is, and there's more and more people that are utilizing the church for LLC purposes and shit like that. Saw it in the fucking car business. multiple times. And it's fucking sickening. It is fucking sickening that people utilize the church like that. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I hope you guys go to heaven. You guys won't go to heaven, right? But you guys are going to have a lot of shit to fucking talk to God about at the doors. Because y'all is fucking crooks. So, what else? What about for you? Anything?
No. Nothing specific that I can think of.
Sorry, I'm reading my chicken scratch. Oh, look, I got that right here. What was it that you found most compelling from former members and their stories of the church and 7M? We'll put the two together because that's what it was. It was the church and 7M are one. He utilized them as one.
That a majority of them were there because they were previously in church, going to church, and then had moved to LA or wherever, from wherever, to try to make it, and then ended up getting involved with this place. So they know how their churches have been, like their personal churches. Why all of a sudden are you listening to this guy saying that you have to completely ignore your family in order to save them?
And that's what, and that's, yeah, I don't know.
Like, growing up in your church, for example, for 12 years,
mm-hmm.
you're going to this church, and you're learning this and that, but then all of a sudden you go to this other one, and they're like, oh no, you can't talk to any of your family because they need to be saved.
Yeah.
And this is how you save them.
It's by
ignoring them.
Ignoring them and turning your back on them.
Like, that alone wouldn't be like,
oh, my spidey
what
senses.
What the heck are you talking about?
As soon as I heard it in the documentary, my spidey senses went up on the back of my neck.
Like, every little thing, I'm like, how are they not seeing that this is stupid and they need to get out of there?
And it's an issue because that, this guy has also have bounced around from communities as well too. So that's another issue with these cults, is that's what they do is, their gate gets caught up, right, and then they bounce to another town and stuff.
And then the whole freaking, like, the Catholic churches and molesting boys and all this other stuff.
Sick fucks, and y'all need to be fucking killed. In my opinion. Sorry. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Damn. Sorry. You guys need to be, say your 7 Hail Marys and
10 Our Fathers.
Yeah, 10 Our Fathers, and you're good. It's okay. You can fucking molest another boy. No, you can't, you sick motherfuckers.
Yeah, but, like, thinking that it's okay to massage the pastor of the church.
Yeah.
Or you're going to massage
people
him
were saying this about
blindfolded.
About Robert Schiff.
Who the freak? Why is the masseuse gonna be blindfolded?
I don't know. I don't even like giving you massage fucking not blindfolded. I'm blindfolded. I don't think we'll try that one.
Yeah.
But my fucking priest or minister never asked me to massage them.
Exactly.
So,
that's
and
what
I
I'm
would
saying.
be like, nobody. Oh, not happening.
I don't care. Your family is gonna die in 10 minutes if you don't get naked and massage me.
Yeah, like threats and
Serious?
shit too. So, social media.
Mm-hmm.
Social media and the kids. What?
I think we gave in too soon.
Too soon?
Mm-hmm.
They only have one platform each, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
they're
only supposed to have one. Who knows how many actually have.
So we allow them to have an Instagram, right? We're in their close friend group, right? But I will agree with you. Yes, but at some point we're all gonna fucking give in, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And it could be worse. We could have them, have every single fucking one, right? Eventually, they might, I just, yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
Internet bullies are real, and that's the only thing. Like,
that's what scares you the most.
Keyboard warriors.
Internet bullies.
Like, let alone people can already do it just in text message threads.
Yeah.
But then to add it on these public forums, that's what makes me feel like we caved too soon.
Well, okay. So Robert Shin, the founder of Shekinah Church and 7mm Films.
7M. Why
do you
keep calling it millimeter?
I don't fucking know. 7M Films uses dance opportunity and social media to recruit and manipulate members. What do you find most disturbing about his tactics? I'll also use that some of his members came from low income families and stuff like that too. I think, and from what I've seen in the documentary, he utilizes money to recruit as well, too. Flashy things, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You find his tactics disturbing?
Yeah. Like I said, the freaking, let me bribe you in here with all this money and a house that you can stay in and then take over half of it for the church and rent and everything that you have to rent. I understand, but you need to pay 10%, all of that. It's just, and then those freaking massages.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. What the church? I mean, not just the Shekinah church, right? But churches in general. What are your feelings with churches?
I mean, growing up, I didn't really go often. We stopped going because I wouldn't sit still and be quiet.
As a kid.
But yeah, I don't know. Smaller churches like your parents' church or your mom's church, whatever, the offerings and stuff, like, we kind of see where that goes, like a legit church.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and it's a small church, so like, okay, you're not one of those flashy churches, and I get
mega church.
Yeah, like there's Catholic churches and other types of churches that are like, they're big, but then you have just like, it's.
We literally have a church that we
and
drive by. It literally has like a McDonald's playground inside the fucking church.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. It's
giant TV screen that
you can see from the fucking freeway.
You could literally read what's on the screen from the freeway.
Hey, it's Kaylee.
And yeah, like stuff like that. Like why? It's
Kaylee.
It's overkill.
It is.
You don't. What is the purpose of that giant screen?
The couple churches that we went to in San Diego as well were the same way. Huge, beautiful churches. And
all this money for repairs, and we need to build a new building. Yeah. I don't know.
How do we protect our kids from
we
shit
give
like
them
this?
the option to go to church or
no,
not.
not just church, but I mean, yes, that's What do we do for our kids?
What
I threw her off, right? Yes. we give our children the option.
We've never
right?
forced.
We don't force church.
We don't force it. We've never forced them to go. Technically,
My mom.
I mean, the days that we've gone with your parents or your mom, and the kids are with us, they come.
They've come,
but it's minimal, and that was never forced on them. So there was times in San Diego, their friends down the street were going to church, and they invited our kids, and they'd come running home. Can we go to church with so and so? Like, yeah. I'm like, sure, go ahead if that's all. If their parents are fine with it. And they went. They had fun. They came back, talked about it. I think they went a couple times.
Had to pull them off the side, make sure, hey, this is Catholic church. Did the priest get to you or not? Just kidding.
I don't think it was a Catholic church. But, yeah, so church, if they want to go, they can go. Nobody's forcing them. But what were you meaning by what you asked?
Well, how do we protect our children from social media and people like this that predators that, I'm not talking about like straight sexual predators, but I'm talking about predators that see opportunity.
Well, their IG, it's private. You have to physically know the person that you are accepting the friend request from. Family and people that you know. Don't be accepting friend requests from random people or friending random people. Because you put more out there than you think you do. Like, there's crazy people out there that can figure out where you're at just from things in your background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Location always off. Even your pictures that you take in your phone, turn your location off. People can figure out where, they can Google it and stuff. Like Google image search, but yeah. I've turned my location. There was something I saw about that, and I was like, no, location off. Don't need people trying to stalk me.
Overall, about the documentary, what did you think about it? Don't turn around.
I liked it. Interesting, but again, why? I feel bad for the people that got taken advantage of and stayed longer than they should have. Glad for the ones that ended up getting out and realizing what was going on.
So do you think it's a cult?
Yeah. Ma'am?
So let me... what do you think Miranda... What do you think her involvement is in this, and Derek?
I don't know. I guess you brought up a good point. Maybe they were being taken advantage of at the beginning, but then somehow, some way, they got higher up on the totem pole, and he ended up actually giving them more of their money, and so they didn't really see... They don't see what's really going on. But yeah, I don't know. When you're crying because you miss your family and you're actually meeting up with them and yeah.
She was right?
Miranda, yeah.
Miranda.
The girl from the other couple was saying that she would see her crying.
Yeah. I don't know.
So go see your family. What is...
That's the one thing I don't get is, people, have a voice.
The pastor does not have that kind of control over you.
No. It's not. And, again, pastor, I think he's a fucking creep. There's been multiple women that have came out and had allegations against him. So, I think he's a fucking creep and a fraud. Miranda, I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm the one that brought up the fact that, there's two sides to the story and stuff, and then you brought up her statement and stuff, and it's just like, well, what the fuck?
I did when I watched that one, there was another one that I saw that this people that kind of like dissect other people's TikTok videos, and she was like, oh, I did research on like contact movements and stuff, and like, oh, she's looking down and to the left, and
how start to shrimp.
That means she's lying, and she's looking up and to the left, and so she's telling an untruth. So it's not like she's not really lying, she's just not
fully telling
the truth. And she's looking down here quite a bit, and every time she's talking about this, and these lines are rehearsed, not actually.
Man, you see, who was saying they didn't do a little investigation before the podcast?
I didn't do an investigation. I just happened to see that one when I saw the statement one, which I think is also weird. The statement video I saw with Miranda wasn't on Miranda's TikTok page. It was a TikTok video, but it wasn't on her page. It was on some other God creation whatever page. It's like, why? If it's clearly you.
Yeah.
And you're clearly
talking about the events.
Yeah, so why is, what did you post this on that they found it?
Well, maybe
or did you post it on your TikTok but then took it down?
Or is it on her IG?
No. Her IG literally has the same exact videos as her TikTok.
What's up, baby?
Sorry. This one's already open. This one's just I guess ready both bags to defrost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you watch the TikTok movie?
Real life.
Documentary?
Not yet.
No? No. Yeah, no bullshit. Sorry, we're not editing. Unfiltered motherfuckers.
And we didn't edit out the musical chairs that we did.
Yeah, I mean, I hope Derek and Miranda are doing good. Hope it's real. Hope it's genuine. Right? They do look happy.
From what you can see.
Yeah. Obviously, we're not friends, right? And we're not seeing inner circle stuff. And we're not involved with 7M. But I'm not a fan of Robert Shin and Miranda. Everything eventually comes the fuck out, but I hope she comes out on the right end, because to be taken advantage of and manipulated is it doesn't feel good, I guess. So we shall see. A good documentary. I love documentaries. This one did take me by surprise, because I thought it was going to be more like the Tik Tok Cult.
How it became super popular and everybody's on it.
Right? But
COVID happened and everybody's on TikTok.
It came out more, and that was pretty dope. So it was good. I'll give it 7.3 out of a 10. That's
7.3.
Yeah, that's my rating for that motherfucker. So it wasn't nothing like the Tinder Swindler or anything like that. That was real good.
That one's crazy.
See, yeah. So, but wrap it up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See something, say something. Don't don't be the voice that wasn't fucking heard. Even if it's going to ruffle some fucking feathers. Because unfortunately, not all the time, your words are going to please everybody. Sometimes they're going to sting.
Truth hurts.
Yep. Bingo, motherfuckers. So, as a wise 85-year-old beautiful woman that I spoke with last night. Her words were, "Fuck them." So, fuck them. All right.
You do you and what makes you happy.
Bingo. So, hopefully there's part 2, because obviously there's an investigation or whatever the fuck going on, some legal shit. So, we shall see. And until then,
I thought that wasn't going to be until next year. Anyway.
Well, who knows?
Next year we'll have a part 2.
Next year. Thank you again for stopping by. We got some trips coming up. Miami in a little while. Vegas and Phoenix in
A little while later.
Yeah, 5 weeks. Start of week 5 today. Retirement is blessed. Life is good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What trip you looking forward to the most?
Looking forward to or looking too forward?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Both. Well, they both. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking Vegas and Arizona is the 2. Vegas and Arizona.
I knew it. It's been a minute, huh?
Yeah, we've been down to Miami multiple times since the last time we've been to Vegas or Arizona. So.
Yep. All right. Nothing but peace, love, and happiness.
Bye, guys.
Y'all motherfuckers be easy.